Growing on YouTube is super easy. What you need to do is you need to be consistent, you need to provide value, and you need to understand the YouTube algorithm. And know that the first thing is if you need people to watch your videos, you need them to click, right? So your thumbnails need to be engaging and you need to have a really decent title. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I posted a video a couple of days ago and I posted this on the Nart Dojo channel. So let me go ahead and jump onto my phone. I'm going to bring it up here so that you can see it. All right, so a couple of days ago, as of the recording of this video, so I don't know when you watch this, but this is what is happening as of this recording. And it's this video 3 days ago, right, about narcissists being tricksters. And if you even look at the thumbnail, I actually made an error in the text on the image itself. I didn't spell narcissist properly, which all I need to do is go in and update the thumbnail, right? So know that after you update the thumbnail, you can go back in and update it or change the thumbnail if you need to, right? So know that even if you make an error in your thumbnail doesn't need to be perfect, but your thumbnail needs to be out there. Let me say that again. Your thumbnail does not need to be perfect, but your thumbnail needs to be out there. If your video is not out there, people won't click on your thumbnail. All right. So you need to get your video online, right? It's best to get the video out of your mind and get it online. Because once it's online and I just saw that I made a mistake, all I'm going to do is go in and just fix the text error and re-upload the correct image or change the title or whatever that is, right? But again, you want to be consistent and you want to be posting on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, whatever that is for you, but you want to get the algorithm used to you. The algorithm favors familiarity and it gets familiar with you if you're posting consistently. So let's go ahead and go behind the scenes into how this particular thumbnail was created. So each thumbnail may be created in a slightly different format depending on what I want to achieve. But this one that I'm picking on here with this cartoon style image, I'm going to show you how I created this one here. And this is one of those videos that got pretty decent views, right? Over 1,000 views. And it's a pretty short, or one of the shorter, longer form videos at a little bit over 8 minutes. So let's go ahead and jump into the first tool that I use to create this thumbnail. And that tool is called ChatGPT. So here we are in ChatGPT, right? And the first prompt that I typed in was create me a landscape cartoon scene with a rabbit with a bag of tricks. So if you can't already tell, I kind of took inspiration from the rabbit on that cereal box, tricks are for kids. So I pulled inspiration from the tricks are for kids um, mascot, right? And it came out with a pretty decent image here, but it was a little bit too playful. And the rabbit looked a little bit too childish. And again, I wasn't specific when I asked it. I just kind of put something in there to see what would come out, which is fine. So what I did was I followed that up with another prompt, and this looked more like what I was looking for. And I got to this thumbnail, or I got to this image in 2 prompts. So the next prompt was, looks good, make the rabbit look older, because again, I thought it looked childish. And this is an adult subject, right? So make the rabbit look older and put a sinister look on their face. And this looked a little bit more like what I was aiming for. And this is the image. From there, we can modify this a little bit more to actually make it a thumbnail, right? Because it's not a thumbnail just yet. It's just a random image that we got out of ChatGPT via using ChatGPT's AI image generator. All right. So what we need to do then is we need to plug this into a graphic design software because we need to add text. We need to add more elements to actually make this into a YouTube thumbnail that is ready for the YouTube platform. Alrighty, so Now you can see us here in Canva, and pretty much what you see is the same image. I just kind of moved it off to the right just a little, so that I could put some text on the screen. And then what I did in the background was that I mirrored the image. So that's why you see like two trees behind my head. So I just kind of mirrored the image so that that section is filled out so that it fits the YouTube thumbnail layout. Because the dimensions for a YouTube thumbnail is 1280 by 720, right? So I needed something in that side. Otherwise, it would be left blank. And pretty much from there, I pretty much followed the same script. I add text, big bold text. I follow the 3C method that you hear me talk about here often on the channel. The 3C method again, 3C's again, very simple. It's color, clarity, and character. So we already got color. We got a really colorful background. That speaks a lot. So next up we have clarity. We have clarity in the form of text, right? You know exactly what this video is about. It's about tricksters. It's about tricking or trickery, right? And then you also have the element of character. So you have my image there in the bottom left. And all I pretty much did from there was I added the channel's logo in the upper right. But people, if you take a look at most of the thumbnails on my channel, they kind of follow that format because, again, it works, right? And if you are not seeing the proper views or engagement on your channel, is maybe it's most often because you're not following one of the different marketing standards that we talk about here on this channel. So maybe it's your thumbnail, maybe it's your title, maybe it's the some of the settings in the background. Maybe it's because you're inconsistent. Maybe it's because you're not providing enough value, right? So it could be a couple of different things. So follow the best practices as I recommend here on this channel, and that is how you can create stunning thumbnails. Because again, the first thing is you want people to click. So you want to create super engaging thumbnails, right? And again, you can use simple tools or simple free AI tools to get this done. And you just got to tweak it a little bit in a tool like Canva to get it up and running. All right, good people. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Shika's the name. I'll see you in the next video.